clicking here, or you know, you can always go up here, which is the login screen. Now let's just go and log in and log in. Okay, so this is inside the game already. As you can see, the first time you log in, you will be receiving a welcome note from the staff. Okay, and as you can see here, there's quite a few things that you can do. It might be a bit confusing at first, but trust me, with a few minutes of playing, or maybe a day or two, you'll get the hang of it. Okay. Now let me just explain you roughly. On this area, you'll just have your personal details like your name, how much gold you have, your level, credits and points. Now there's three types of currencies on the game. One's gold and coins, credits and points. Now the most important one, which is you do your all day to day, is your gold, of course. Your credits are usually used for training and for basically it's a great way of making money. Then you use your points, okay, and your points is used for quite a few things. In my personal opinion, the points are definitely the most valuable type of currency on the game. Okay, but we'll get more in detail with that. Okay, over here, as you can see where I'm putting the mouse, this is just your personal sort of menu where you have your preferences, go into the forum, your mailbox, go into the city. Now the city is where most of the game takes place, and home, which brings you to obviously the home screen. On the left hand side you have all your other menus, which are your inventory, your events, your gym, crimes, etc, etc, etc. Here you can see, what type of staff or who is online. As you can see, you see I reckon, and he's been idle for 8 minutes. On the left hand side, you also have here to submit a player report. This is, for example, if someone did something to you, or you notice that someone did something against the game rules, you can report him here. And this is it's a bug, so it's the bug report center, where if you find an error in the game, you can always submit it here, so the staff can immediately, or go to it as soon as possible to correct it. Now on the right hand side is your informational panel. These are your stats, how much hit points you have, your energy, how much brave is used for crimes, by the way, your will, and your experience. Now every time your experience reaches 100%, your level here, okay, will go up 1 level. Okay. Friends online, for this you need to be a donator. I'll explain that later. If you're a gang, who's there, and this is just basically to see who's online at the moment and who is playing. There's a little shoutbox interface where people, like to just write short messages to each other, and everyone's available to use this. It's not restricted whatsoever at any point. Now, obviously you can read this. A lot of people prefer to read this because it does give you a bit of information on what the initial strategy should be for you of how to play. Okay, but I mean, we made it, so I know what it says, so I will not read it at this point. So the first thing we would probably do is go to the gym. So let's go to the gym. Okay, and every time you go to the gym or to the crime section, you get this CAPTCHA validation. Now this CAPTCHA is also added for security reasons, and they will stay alive, or it will be valid for 5 minutes. So in this case, we just write the number and click verify, and then it will let you do whatever. So for example, to go to the gym, you got 12 energy points, and you can use them to strength, agility, guard, or labor. It's indifferent what you use them for. Each player has different strategy. But if you want to see what's best for you, well, I would suggest to go to the World of Underground Evolution, which I'll explain later, as I said, and read on to see what's best for you. Now, as you can see, we have this highlighted here, our mailbox, and indicates we have one message. So let's check out what the message says. Okay, well, basically, it's a welcoming message from myself, from Kix, and it's just telling you, basically that we're welcoming you to the game, and should you need any help, well, please don't hesitate in contacting me in this case. Now, this is an automatic message, obviously, because obviously I'm playing as Tutorial, not as Kix, and I just didn't send this message. But each new player that joins Underground Evolution is assigned a personal staff member. Now, this staff member should take care of you, and should you have any problems, you can go to that player or to any of the staff members and ask them, well, basically anything you have. Okay, now that's basically it for the first part of the tutorial. I will get in more depth in the next ones. And the next tutorial I'm going to show you a bit about the city and see what we can do there. See you soon. Bye bye.